Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our visual novel. Hem. We are about to embark on the glorious game that is Risk. And I swear, if this game actually lets me play Risk, I will not lose. So, Shizune opens the door to the student council room. It's very plain. Surprise. Sparsely. God damn, it's too early for this. Whatever that word is. Whatever. Decorated room, although it's quite large, maybe even a little larger than a classroom. There's a big table in the center surrounded by chairs, and a smaller desk promptly placed in the back that I assume is Shizune's. There's a few regular desks and chairs stacked on one side as well. Extras, perhaps? Aside from the table and chairs, the room does not have much else to offer. Just a couple of filing cabinets, bookshelves stacked with old school records and documents. Not much else, in fact, nothing else. This is a pretty bleak room. They could at least put a potted plant in here or something, but the most noticeable thing that this room doesn't have is other people. Are we early? No. What do you mean, no? Does it mean nobody else is coming today? Yeah, that's right. Before I manage to ask why that's the case, Shizune claps her hands together very energetically. Ichan, let's play Risk. Come on, you promised. Didn't you? You have to. Okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain to you while you set everything up. While Misha is talking, Shizune takes out what looks like a board game from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it on the table. Actually, this looks kind of interesting. Oh, no, actually this looks kind of interesting. Bah. After Misha spends a little too long for her liking running through the basics with a somewhat vague and confusing tutorial, Shizune cuts in and declares the game has started, with a decisive motion slicing her arm through the air. Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing off into me. I started feeling more competitive than I intended to be when I agreed to this. Halfway in the game, while I try to ponder how to defend against Shizune's assault from the two fronts, she breaks my concentration from drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention. Oh, excuse me. Shichan wants you to know that you are taking too long to make a move. Shichan also says that she will let you keep Australia if you agree to join the student council. No, screw this game. I thought this was a game, no strings attached. Just the fact that she would dangle that over my head as an offer means that she knows I care about the outcome of this game. And anyway, no! You tell him, boy, you tell him. Shichan admires your fighting spirit and would be excuse me, and would be a benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you agree to join the student council. You're so competitive, Shizune. She seems to take this as a compliment. I would expect the student council president to be a little more magnanimous. That word. Screw you people and your awfulness. Okay, so it wasn't just me. Magnanimous? She doesn't seem to know what that word means, or how it is signed. So she pulls out a piece of paper and writes it for Shizune, who signs back to Misha. Misha presses her index finger against her temples, as if she's trying to physically imprint the word in her memory. Suddenly, Shizune bursts into a flurry of gestures. Misha looks daunted by the pace of her heated sign. Wait, please slow down, Shichan. Shichan says you're going to lose. Tell her I will crush her world empire with my rebellion. Ha ha ha! That is how you do it, boy. You tell those girls. Okay. Those eyes of hers shine with a childlike mischief. Oh, hi? Okay. dot dot dot. She says you have no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't. She has a point. Attack aggressively. It's a trap. It's smarter to play defensively here. Ooh, this is a tough decision. I can agree with her and then just destroy her. Or I could play smart. Play defensively. I'm gonna play defensively. Never go for the first opening. It's likely that she's just trying to psych me out. Looking at the board again, I have pretty good defense set up. I'm not going to wreck it doing something reckless. Smart choice, boy. A few turns later, I lose the game anyway. Oh well. GG, girls. Shizune adjusted her glasses victoriously, allows herself to tentatively pump a fist into the air in celebration. Dot dot dot. Wahahaha! Hichan, you lose when you allowed me to take the North America. I mean, Shichan, not me. Getting control of North America is ambitious because it provides a 5-army bonus. But you can't attack for 3 You can't attack it from 3 fronts. You must defend them all. Ha ha! But in the real game of Risk, Europe is the one to take over North America. Europe gives you the real bonuses. I thought you'd have more guts. How disappointing. Ambition, Hichan. Your play needs to be more daring. Ambition. I was really expecting when you took South America, but then you switched to playing defensively just because you gained a small advantage. That's no good, Hichan. Perfect. I'm disappointing the people I don't care about. Woo! No offense, but I'm sorry. You didn't take enough risk. You didn't take enough risks. When you did, you didn't follow through. That's terrible, Hichan. Damn. What's it to her if I play too carefully? There's no need to rub it in my face. Oh, hello. Got really close to me. I wonder if you even any good for student council. That'd be no. What's this? Reverse psychology? I guess I don't have to worry about joining or not. I don't have to worry about joining or not in that case. Okay. I'm good. Computer, you're good? Are you good, computer? Because I'm flipping shit on you right now. Having enough problems with this. So anyways, don't have to worry about joining student council. Good. Giving up just like that. I expected more of you. I didn't. Seriously, is Shizune trying to taunt me into joining student council? Besides, I don't even want to join. It's only my second day. I can't make that kind of commitment. I haven't even taken a look at any of the other clubs yet, and these two, they're a little weird. Fine, I'll consider joining the council, but I want to take a look at the other clubs before I decide. Really? Ichan? You're not just saying that to make us feel better. Yeah, I am. Yeah. I'm just not sure that I want to. Aww. Sorry to disappoint, ladies, but there's just not enough. There's just not enough pie on the table, babies. Not enough pie. I can't give a slice to everyone I see. That's just gross. Eventually I'll get diseases. Okay, Hichan, but we're not going to give up so easily. You said maybe. There's still a chance you'll come around. No. Come on, we can really have fun. We could play more Risk, and maybe one day you can beat me, unless we graduate before that. That doesn't make me feel any less reluctant about joining, you know. Surely you're not that horrible at board games. Maybe we can play a game, then, to give you a handicap. I might have said that just to make you feel better after all. Damn! Ooh! 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 Look out! Roasted! Oh, that's quality, John. Damn it! Oh shit! It's cold. All right. You know what? You just got a slice of pie, but it was not straight out of the oven. It was straight out of the freaking fridge. Oh, that was good. I take a glance at the clock on the wall and realize I've spent far longer playing Risk than I expected. Sorry, I think I have to go. I wanted to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it? Shizune scratches her head and gestures at Misha. How hard can it be to determine whether a library is open? There's a clock right there on the wall. ... It should be, unless the librarian is absent. I think you're right, Shichan. We think the library is open. It's on the second floor. Can't miss it. Do you want us to show you where it is? No thanks, it's okay. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye! One flight of stairs up, I run into problems. The second floor hallway is a carbon copy of the third floor one. Wide, of course, and plain, like only hallways can be. The problem is the library's whereabouts are not as easily determined as one would think. The classrooms are marked with signs stating which class they belong to, but then there is a plethora of other unmarked rooms. Is the library one of them? Or is it just somewhere down the hallway? I bet on the latter and choose my direction. I'll bet on the ladder and choose my direction at random. After I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either, though. It's barely ajar, so that I can see it's open and nothing else. It would make sense for the library door to be invitingly open, and while this one is not quite that, it's good enough. At the very least, it means that someone is inside and can ask for directions, no matter how embarrassing that is. I gingerly push open the center of the door with my fingertips, every muscle on my arm ready to pull back at moment's notice. The feeling of being an outsider in this school can't be shaken from my mind. So so much so that I instinctively fear doing something wrong by entering. The door slowly creaks as if I'm groaning from a deep sleep, though it is much easier to open than I anticipated. Leaning over and poking my head even further inside, I gain sight of her room as fast as possible. The meek "hello" on my lips is quickly snatched away. She's a goddess. This is not as I was expecting. I mean, me neither, dude. Like, whoa, hello. I mindlessly let the door open into its full extent, taking into sight of the solitary figure standing center stage in the otherwise abandoned room. The situation steals my voice, leaving me standing in the doorway staring at the beautiful girl. Evidently, having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but doesn't look at me. Wavy-haired girl. Oh, you must have a majestic voice. I got it. Hello, may I help you? It's British too. You got a British voice because you take me as a British woman. But even though this isn't a British setting, I'm going to give you a British voice just for the hell of it. Staring directly in front of herself, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than words. However, it's soft, measured voice that reminds me she's being separate from the room itself. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on, but even among the foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distinct. Hi? Sorry for intruding. I just kind of lost. She takes a moment to formulate the response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if it's carefully choreographed beforehand. Care to take a seat? Unexpected, considering that I'm intruding upon her. Thanks? I slowly step towards another seat opposite her, the girl resting the teacup and saucer on the wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling that the slight cloudiness to her eyes means that she must be at least partially blind, like Kenji. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have a detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. Well, shit, I already gave her an accent. As if I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. That was painful. That sentence was painful. The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office. I take it you're a new student. Oh, shit. I take it you're a new student to Yamaku. Also, what is this? I thought it was like rain for a second, but it's not rain. I don't know what that is. Anyways. Yeah, I just transferred in yesterday. I get the distinct feeling that my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restrained bow of greeting, which I hasten to match before realizing the futility of action. I'm Lily Sato. Pleased to meet you. Hisanaki. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in one direction of her teacup. Would you care for a drink? Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with her formality and proceedings. She gives a kind of nod, taking the request in stride. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second teacup from the collection of supplies along the half shelf. I brush here and I brush there, her left hand often lightly touching the side whichever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways to see around her back, she seems to use a long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see a different disability to see the different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's quite another to see how everyone seems to adapt. Shizune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate to me, and Lily herself seems to have workarounds for her problems I've never thought of. While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the offered preparing the drink. So, her soft voice brings me out of the silent observance. Which room were you looking for? It's not often this class visits after school. The school library. Shizune and me, some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring water in a teacup. As she nods, a small metallic tapping coming from the teacup, indicating it being stirred. I'm aware. Miss Hakamichi as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3, no? That's right, in the science room with Mutao. She gives a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. He's quite the character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Most do. Now that is a picture right there. That could be art. This is a nice picture. Yeah. Yeah, he kind of looks like me. Yeah, just a little. I mean, who else would have those features? As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems like a rather bad moment to bring it up. Nonetheless, the smell's quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. Thanks, Satao. It tastes really nice. She smiles quickly and waves her hand in front of her face. Lily, please. There's no need to be formal. She says this is a spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I should try to ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she's catering to me. So, which class are you from? I imagine that's one of the third-year classes. Correct. I'm in class 3-2. Which is on the third floor, same as yours. It's taught excuse me. It's taught by my Maiji. I don't know how to say that. Yeah. And this specifically for both blind and partially blind students. I see. Sorry. I feel like slapping myself for the fox pass, looking at her face, though she doesn't seem to be at least a bit put off by it. My, there's no need to change your speech on my account. Sure, sorry, I guess I'm really showing my newness here. An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it, while the same can't be said for everyone. Many have come to terms with their conditions. A category which would include her seems all too ready to jump ship from this particular topic. I see. I siege into another. Do you come here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, this might be her version of the place behind my school, that I liked to have lunch at. I come here fairly often, during lunch times. My duties as class representative don't leave enough time for me or an official club. So, a friend and I use this room for having tea. Class representatives, huh? Compared to Shizune, her mannerisms seem to be almost completely opposite. While Shizune is blunt and fiercely driven, Lily's relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be used for a less biased view of school clubs. What kinds of clubs are you joining? There are more popular ones in the track and field club, and the users field near the school during lunch times, the baseball club, and the book club in the room near the library. There are also numerous small ones too, though, such as the art and music clubs. At a time when I was just wanting to get on my feet, rushing into a club right away seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if the school shares the same rule as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club? It isn't, though it is encouraged. Ah, good. That's a relief. I really let down my guard around this girl to let such a thing slip out. The fact this seems slightly amuse her. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking it as Lily does the same. Oh shit. It just became more like art. As I look over the window, over her shoulder, I notice the light coming into the room has distinctly orange tint. Even here, time doesn't stand still. Huh. The time's gone quickly. Sorry. Right, she's blind, of course. She can't see the sun setting. Oh, that's insensitive as fuck. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. It seems to come as a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost track of time. Sorry, Hiso. I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long. I quickly move to allay her concern. I can't be mean to this girl. You douche. You better not be mean. I swear to God. Whether I want her in the end or not, it is irrelevant because you can't possibly be mean to her. Oh my God. No, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have asked Shizune when I had the chance, but Lily seems likely to know in any case. True. It's open until 6:30 during weekends. A quick glance at my watch confirms I'll have enough time to get there. I might get going in that case. It's nice talking with you, Lily. She smiles and gives me a deep nod, and her hands neatly folded on the table in front of her. It was my pleasure. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you where the library is? Couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it right now. Well, unless my navigation skills fail me, which they seem to have a habit of doing. It's all right. I was going to be talking to the librarian there in any case. I could introduce you. This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great, thanks. As she stands up to follow me, she takes a hold of a straight, retractable cane that she had slipped into her handle and had been slipped into the handle of her bag on the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Lily's looks much thinner and longer. This must be for support. whereas Lily is for navigation. Together, we leave the peaceful room and enter an empty hallway to the library. Well, holy shit! This is all the time that I have for this video, but oh my lord! I swear to God, this chick is like the nicest person I've met in this game so far. For one, she isn't crazy over the top, and two, she isn't freaking insane. Okay. She's getting to me a little bit. She cracked the stone. She took a little chip off the edge there. No extensive damage to the stone that is me, but I guess to use it in this, of course, metaphorical terms, she chipped a little pebble off the corner, just a little bit, little chip. Other than that, the stone is intact. I will remain solid for the rest of this game. So, again, thank you all for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video. See ya!